It's Wednesday night hockey between the Caps and the Leafs, which means it's nationally televised across Canada. Obviously, the biggest storyline coming into this one was Matthews versus Ovechkin, which makes sense. You've got two of the most talented goal scorers the game has ever seen. Obviously, you're going to key in on them. This one really lived up to the billing though, and I'm glad a ton of people got to enjoy it and it wasn't blacked out like most NHL games are. Look, it definitely wasn't on the same level as Crosby versus Ovechkin dueling hat tricks in the playoffs, especially since the Leafs ran away with this one in the third, but for the first 2.5 periods, it definitely reminded me a bit of that game. Also, just as a side note, Tom Wilson, what on earth was this? It was just a total garbage decision. I don't know what he was thinking there. Coming into this one, Matthews was approaching 60 for the second time in his career, and Ovi was approaching being 50 away from Gretzky's record. Domi was put on Matthews' wing for this one, and it pays immediate dividends as 16 seconds in, he goes behind the net, fishes the puck out to Matthews in front, 1-0. Also, I've got to mention this. Chris Cuthbert, he was doing the game for Sportsnet last night. He's awesome. I used to love listening to him on CFL games. The game had just started, so he was doing an ad read for Molson, and Molson's slogan is "Everyone in." So when Matthews scored, he had to think on his feet.
Brought to you by Molson, everyone in, and that puck's in!
Awesome stuff from Chris. Jumping over to the second now, it's 2-0 Leafs. The Caps are on the power play, so you just know that Ovi's in his office. He absolutely crushed that one. This was vintage on the cover of NHL 2K10 on the Wii Ovechkin type slap shot. A couple minutes later, Matthews is up at the point looking for a lane. He finds one and basically flutters this thing through all the way to the back of the net. This was my favorite Matthews goal of the night because it was just so unexpected. I mean, for a bit there, I was so confused about how it didn't just hit the post and go right back out. In any case, he's got his 57th. Then a little bit after that, we thought he had his 58th and the hat trick goal, but it turns out that Tyler Bertuzzi's reverse lunge wasn't enough to keep the play onside. Alright, this guy has the puck in this position. What if I told you he decided to pass instead of shoot that thing? Yeah, Dylan Strome did, and he's lucky it was to Alex Ovechkin, and it wasn't exactly a super easy spot for Ovi to put it in from. But again, it's Alex Ovechkin, so he rips it top shelf. At that point, the game became 4-3, the Caps grabs some momentum. I was really thinking we were headed for a close finish. But no, like I said, the Leafs run away with it in the third. Austin Matthews' hat-trick goal didn't count, but he finishes with 2 goals and 3 assists. Max Domi ends the night with 4 assists. The experiment worked on Matthews' wing. You love that if you're a Leaf fan. Big bounce-back game for the Leafs after that game in Philly the night before. Their next game is Saturday, Hockey Night in Canada at home hosting the Edmonton Oilers. That's going to be a good one. As for the Caps, a tough loss, but they're very much still in this playoff race here. They're not out of it at all. And on the bright side for them, 2 big Ovi goals. He's only 49 away from Gretzky now. 2 for him, 2 for Matthews. What a game. That was a ton of fun. Let me know your thoughts in the comments as usual. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. You're awesome.